Hello and welcome. Yeah, I've added the manure. It just was the fact that it wasn't there. Now, there's just some weird things going on. A couple of the maps, bad things are happening. There's juddering on all maps. That's the game engine itself. I realise that. But, yeah, there's some of the pallets are going wrong on some of the... And they were perfectly okay. So it really is just down to the fact... Yeah, I've already fixed the bionic dairy and its pallets have gone bad again. I've just been in and everything's fine. So it's just weird. Did we have something to do on this one? Have we got anything in it? Sugar we have connected to manure. Yeah, we were pulling that, weren't we? So we can actually pull that now. We've at least done that. Yes, I'm on here because I've got to be honest. There's very few. Louisiana's had a total meltdown. I'm literally and the same productions that we're seeing on all the Let's Plays. They're fine on other Let's Plays. It's just on Louisiana. It's lost every single building. I have never ever in all my years of FS on any of the different versions seen that happen ever, period. So I mean, we bought a shed load of stuff, didn't we, like last time? We got an awful lot of cash. I have made a bit of a change. I thought, well, just roll with it. So what I have done is I'm going to go with the pipe thing, but I've made the pipe much bigger. Yeah, if it was going to cope with like physical stuff like that, it'd have to be a lot thicker and a lot bigger. So it's got bigger pumps, and it's really an awful lot bigger than it used to be. I've also got to shift that back because you can see actually. I suppose does that matter that you could see the manure in the pit, or actually I think it's really the earth that you can see in there. But yeah, the pits, the two separate tanks are inside. Wink, wink. So we can now draw the manure and the liquid manure all from the same very big pipe. Yeah, so we've got 24,000 litres and slurry 67,500. So it does mean we do need to be keeping up with the straw inside if we're going to run with this, which I already did. So then let's have a look at food. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. It is March morning. Now what have we got to do? We've obviously got our whiskey. We've planted our 2 fields of barley. We need to be doing corn, which I think is April. So there's nothing. And also April would be the first cut of the grass as well. So that really. And what else have we got to do with our productions? I'm going to run with the productions we've got. Sugar. We need to do sugar cane. Sugar beet. I don't think we're going to need to do sugar cane. I think the only thing growing in Great Britain is sugar beet. And I think that is today. I'm sure it is. I might be wrong. No, you're right. But you could do it tomorrow as well, really, because that way we could like do everything. Or do we want to do it like that? This is true. Do we want to do it like that? Right, so we have, what are we going to do for our, what have we got to actually sow and seed and all the rest of it? I remind myself, it's been a few days since I came on, because I've been trying to get on with my normal sort of Let's Plays as well. So John Deere, the BI... Yeah, we've got the loads of boxes. We have you've got the beautiful bomber. The general flatbed I've been working on, not this one. Yeah, this I have actually been working on it, but it's still in testing. It is sort of really quite poorly, but I fixed it and then sort of broken it again. So, Nardi, Rudolph, Samas. Right, okay, so we haven't got any means of seeding or planting, which surprises me. Oh, of course, we have got that beautiful... Yeah, so we've got of course, we did buy the 6 metre. Did we buy it? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did buy it. We used that a lot. So, yeah, I think that was what we were saying. We haven't got any means. We basically come from a grass background. We have got the header, the 30-footer, 9.2 metre, which we bought. We don't really need to worry about the harvest. That's, I remember, which is the bit of a quandary that I had. But we do need to worry about... The sounds seem to be funny, but they are there. I need to find something noisy like a tractor, because it's really... sounds are not quiet. Yeah, really, the volume level is quite amazing. Let's enter U. Yeah, no, I can hear it, but it is a bit quiet. But I can hear it quite plainly, so it's not my hearing that's gone bad or anything silly. Right, so we've got the beautiful fence up at the... Yeah, no, it really is that we haven't got anything like that. So we need to pop over and see like what we're going to get. So if we're going to go through till tomorrow morning, we could really, we've just seen that everything's okay, so we don't really need to worry about. We could lease, we can buy, there's loads of things we can do. Of course, we've got that as well. We've got loads of fertilising and stuff like that to do. We can, of course, stick that header on there as well. So I think, all things considered, I think we're going to go through till tomorrow, and then we're going to just work. Yeah, we will. We're just going to do it like that. I'm just going to like go for it. Or was there something we needed to sell at this time? Really? Did we keep it in March for a reason of selling things? And you just... This is my trick. I'm a terror. Just jump in. And it is good, but it's not good as well. Right, so let's have a look. Let's look before we look at what... Did I have prices in green that I needed to sell? Oh, it was January. Oh, yeah, no, we've gone past that, actually. Yeah, and it's also that it's grown since then. It's not that it was like, yeah, I think we knew we'd got to go till next year. The vintage has finally gone over. It's, it's gone like to the biggie. So I think we knew this. The sugar, obviously, is, wow, that is worth a lot, isn't it? So the sugar's done. We're not trying to sell it. We're trying to, like, make... That's true. Did I actually allow for the... Yeah, there's a couple of things I made a mistake of, and that was the fact that obviously, yeah, you see sugar. Oh no, we did do it. No, I did. I've added it. I doubled everything. I remember. So this should be, yeah, and it is. It's absolutely chocker, full of sugar. So I can breathe again. Yeah, I'm having a meltdown. I tell you, this game is just literally like. Well, you can see the juddering on Louisiana. It was terribly noticeable. That is really quite bad. Really quite bad. The game engine is so heavy. Right, so. Sales. Now we have got some pig food to sell, but let's just pay attention to what is in the sale. Another fence, and we have a we could do a little bit of selling, couldn't we? Even though I know we don't need to, but why not? Yeah, we will indeed. Do we? We do need another tractor. I'm gonna say it's oh wow, that is a good one as well. We will buy that too. And we will hopefully buy the fence, as long as it doesn't disappear on us, because that will be the biggest tractor we've actually got. So let's grab the Merlot. It is a bit muted. I'm sticking my volume up a little bit. I don't know why it's muted like this. But that's a bit more like the levels I'm sort of used to here. Oh my life, this is going to be a bit of a beast, isn't it? Yeah, and then we really need... Oh, I've got rain coming in a bit as well. Oh, my life. Yeah, I don't know what's... Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a struggle. This is going to be more about us inching. I think we need to shift. In fact, I think we might actually go for the smaller of these first. This is probably going to be... I had one of these similar, very similar to this on Oak City. That one we should manage nicely. We'll grab that one out of the way and we'll inch that one along. I'm sure we can do it, and even without the weight, but it is going to be a bit of a struggle. Remember, we need to drop that because it makes it all go bad if you do that. So we want to sell you. I know we didn't make a lot, but that's not really the point. I mean, we are doing very well on cash. Very well on cash. I mean, bearing in mind, we also bought a load of fields, so we've got 242,000 euros. Let's correct that at least at the beginning of the session, really. Fantastic. Actually, it's Northern Ireland. It would be euros, wouldn't it? I'm thinking like, but it really is euros. So actually, I was wrong before, and now I'm right. This is definitely right. Let's stick this on the header trailer. We may get a big one, but to be honest, I think... Oh, wow, yeah, we also don't know what harvester we're going to get either, do we? But let's stick this on. It's also shifting everything out of the road, so... It should do its little jig, I think. I think that's good enough to be... do like the colour of this. That was a very, very wise choice. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get sort of like... I never really get on with the trucks. I always find them, they're sort of like pretty useless, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Let's repair you, yes. Absolutely. I do love the International Series. I love the International Lorry as well. Right, we need to shift that out of the road. It's pretty nippy. Yeah, even if it can just pull the bale trailer or the milk or whatever, it really just would be useful. So now then, this is going to be the challenge. Can we inch this? What is the best way to do this? It really is, I think, to do it pretty much as we were. Let's go as high as possible. What is it? As best to go as high as possible? I think we're more going to drag and like, yeah. Ooh, this is going to be a bit of a struggle, isn't it? It's very, very wide. Oh, my life. Yeah. You know, it's going to be more of a push job, I think, than anything. Have I once bitten off a little bit more than I can chew? Yeah, got to hope that we can steer it as well. Or will we get it in the... I mean, I'm not sure, actually, if we get back a little bit close to that, will we be in the actual sort of zone of it? Let's have a look. I think we're a long way off, but we shall have a go. I think it is right near the door, and it might be good, but I don't think it's that good. No, it's not. I didn't think it would be for 1 minute. Right, so we're going to have to really play at this one. You may see my undoing on this particular session, which doesn't surprise me. The sort of day I've had since I came in the game and seen Louisiana. What I did was on Louisiana, I did it from a backup. So the only thing that I tweaked, the one thing that could be wrong, would be the luxury desserts. That's the only thing I tweaked, and every single building has gone. And I've never ever seen anything quite like that. And the same things on Frankenmuth, exactly the same one, is absolutely fine. So it really is a bit of a strange one. I've never ever seen that. Yeah, I mean, on Frankenmuth we've got the same barn. That's disappeared. Every single item, never ever seen where everything has gone on any Let's Play in all the years I've been playing. So I just really don't get it. I just don't know what to say or what it's about. I really don't want to abandon the Let's Play, but I'm not sure I've got a choice. I've had to do that before. Yeah, what choice have you got if all of your buildings are for what? Yeah, and I have gone back to the backup save. I thought, well, let's give it every chance. Let's go to the backup save, and literally I've just recorded the fact that every single building is gone. I also looked at my productions to see, well, I just couldn't see, and all the productions are there. So it's not like if you'd like moved your productions and you'd called them something else, you'd only lose those productions. I know this because I've done it. I've changed the names of my things. Or I've removed a bionic and I've replaced it with a set, and then I've had to change the name, and I've sort of even know how to do that, but I've never ever seen where all of them just disappear like that. So I'm scratching my head, really. Oh, goodness for that. Right, so then we will indeed buy you, because, wow, 203 horsepower. How much for the biggie one? Oh, I think we're going to go for it. 33,000 more. Oh, it's got this Oreo Pro Compact. It's not the kind of tractor you'd normally associate with that, but like, well, let's just go with it. Fantastic. So we've got 280,000. Now we do need, not to get too excited, we do need to, right, so what are we planting this year? Sugar beet, so we need a planter. Well, I think now that we've spent that fortune that we weren't really expecting, I think we're actually going to... what else do we need? Sugar beets and corn, which we are now ready to plant today. And we have got to hopefully beat the weather. When is that going to hit? It is going to hit about... according to this, I can't see any bad weather at all today. Yeah, nothing at all. is showing on the calendar for today. So does the moisture mod do something different? Do you have to look at the moisture thing? Field. No, it really isn't anything like that, is it? So that's a bit of a weird one. Right, okay. Planters. So we're going to go for my Prolatus. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're going to just do one. It does do everything. Yeah, I think we're going to lease two. I do think, yeah, if we're going to hit the farm hard, it is a no-till as well. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse though, because this is going to be a bit beastly. I did repair this already, didn't I? I did. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. One thing I'm going to say is I do not know what is happening, because I've said this. Now, there are lots of tractors in the game. Now, my favourite manufacturer is Fence. Now, why am I getting Fence all the time? Even I think that's a bit strange. There are McCormick's, there are like, I was going to say Ford then. There aren't Fords, but there are McCormick's and all manner of like, yeah, Valtras, you name it. I don't understand why all I'm getting all of the time is... It's not like I've even got that many different versions of the Fence either. It just makes no sense. My life, that is a bit expensive. Whoa. Right, anyway, yeah, time-lapse time. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now I think I might have made a mistake with field 9. So I don't know how we're going to get to it. So I've actually purchased that, and I really think that the gateway is going to be like right down here. Unless, no, there's no way from field 4. Oh my life, these workers are nightmares. What are you trying to do? Oh my life. Now I'm going to have to make it look like I'm going through the hedge. No, I'm not going to resort to that. No, it's ridiculous. This backing up malarkey, it's alright on an American map, but I've got to be honest, it's very... no, you need to unfold it. Yeah, I was going to say, on an English map, or things with hedges and stuff like that, oh, look what it's done to me. Oh, you absolute wally. Now we've got sugar beet growing in a grass field. I mean, I know I wanted to... Oh. Okay, well, when in Rome, I'm going to have to do it now, aren't we? Crazy. Oh, no, I'm going round corners. Oh. Yeah, field 9, I'm thinking that I've probably made a bit of a mistake. So I would say I want it to be close. That's the trouble with English maps, and I don't mean that in a nasty way, but I know myself that obviously it's all dependent. I've quite frequently say this on an English map. It's all about where the gates are. You can end up being right at the field next door, but actually being 2 miles away from the actual place. Now, obviously, I don't want that. If it's the case, we should sell it to another farm, and we should go for another field that's a bit closer to us. I mean, we've got the one across yonder as well. No, we didn't plant that. That was what we were going to do as well. So we may. It's a shame though, because field 9 is the nicest of the lot. Really. No, the field 4 is the nicest of the lot. Yeah, field 4 was really nice. No, it's that one. It's just that we want that one. Yeah, field 9 is nice, but field 4 that we should be on now, that really is nice. So we may have to. I'm trying to think. I think we have to go down the main road, which means we're going to have to go all the way, unless we can find some way in. That's not too unbelievable. Yeah, I think we'll be moving, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think we'll be selling that one to someone a bit closer, and we'll either go across the road or, yeah, something a bit more believable for us, I think. Let's just do this. Okay, so that bit is... Okay, that's not... I don't know. It has been a bit of a nightmare, I've got to be honest. Every single, like... Well, we've lined the 2 fields. Even if we have to go through to the next session, we have to change this. And as I say, really, if we have to sell field 9, then we have to sell field 9. It's got to be... I mean, this is a beautiful field as well. We knew this. This is like one of our best, even though it's tiny. So we're now doing sugar beet in this as well. Apologies for the silence. Right, I'm going to go back into it. Am I? I don't think I am. No. It's, we do really, though, need to grab... No, we'll carry on with the... I think a normal worker could probably do as well as Courseplay. But I mean, Courseplay is really a normal worker in disguise. But it's all this reversing a lot. Huh? Oh, that'd be me. I must have accidentally clicked the wrong button. Yeah, and as for wasting, isn't it typical? Obviously, I took the fertiliser out the front box so that the worker couldn't do it, and then they just scattered it all over the field, but it's not really done anything. It's a bit crazy, to say the least. Oh, yeah, it's true, isn't it? You just want to have a chill and everything's going wrong all around you. But it is, we did not cave in. Yes, I am a bit annoyed, because if we... Obviously, I've paid for the data on field 9, and it looks very much like we're probably not going to have that field. We shall have a look in a minute. We need to unfold this. I refuse to go through that hedge. No, we can actually go straight through there, though. That is true. Yeah, I really don't think that a normal worker could have done any worse than Courseplay with its keep bumping into things, going through hedges. I thought to begin with it was just about the weights, but it's all this reversing malarkey. It's reverse like such a long way. It's crazy, right? Let's see if we can get this in the back. And they'll still suck it through to the front because they did before. Yeah, we're too close to the edge of the map. So as you can see, we've voted with our feet. We've painted it a bit because the worker was just, well, yeah, and I was. It was way too close. Right, okay, fantastic. Now then, other side. I thought the John Deere was probably a bit heavy, but it was still struggling with the thing on the front. So I thought, well, I think it's much about weight. Shall have a look for the entrance in a minute and see whether we can recover from this predicament. Oh wow, it's struggling more than the fence. You know, you're an absolute pain. Still, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking, I don't think there's a way into field 9, but we shall have a look. Yeah, the weight on this is tremendous. I'm going to have to remember this for future reference, that it's really, really heavy. I think I must have been fortunate and actually used. Now then, yeah, because this, I mean, it's, mind you, I suppose we've taken all of the fertilizer out of the front box now, so it's not that heavy. It'll only be a few 100 kilograms. So set this nearest, and then we're going to go flying. Oh, you're wasting me fertilizer again. So then, I think I'm right. Field 9 is... Oh. Yeah, but how are you supposed to get right the way down to there? There's a gate there, but where do you get to that? I think it's supposed to be... Not really. Has this been... I mean, so you're supposed to trample the crop? There's no way you can get through that. Calm yourself down. Let's just check that we're right first. No, there's no way through there, supposedly. Don't think. Nope. So the gates are... There's not a gate there. That's all solid. It's just here. Here even. So really, I mean, that would be the closest place to get through, but I don't really fancy... There's no real way to actually break through that. And I don't want to keep doing that. Oh, it's raining. So it's wrong about the... Yeah, so really, it's a bit of a strange one, because you'd have to... I mean, there's no proper path to get to field 9. So to me, that's like just... Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it. Alright, let's sell field 9. We've already purchased the soil information. We want to sell the field. Absolutely, yes. Right, okay, so then. I think field 15, I feel sure, is also going to... Well, we saw the gate, it is there, so that's definitely not a go. We've got all of this set down here. 22 is going to be a monster. I think... Yeah, I think that is... 21 is opposite the animals. I think that would be... I think that's a house. Field 33... I think that's the grass field attached to the original farm. Or is that... No, that's the farm there. 35, I had that before. It's about the same value. 165 is opposite. We did own that and we sold it because we thought it was too far away. They're all across the road. Field... No, 15, that is the one we've just spoken about. It is. I think we'll just stick with what we've got. I think we'll just convert probably. I think we're going to buy... Field 6, and we're going to convert a couple of these. We don't need this much grass. I think we'll probably do 2 or 3 of these, but we'll probably keep the grass this year. We've got 1 field of corn. I think let's grab that and let's do some more corn. Ooh, now then, I'm going to play this like real life. No, I'm going to unfold it. No, that is actually... This is hail. Yeah, I'm going to play this like good real life. Now, we would have a few minutes while it's raining. I mean, raining really whilst it is not necessarily a bad thing, you know, to begin with. But this is hail as well, so... Wow. Yeah, I didn't realise about how the tractors need to be fairly hefty to use a Pilatus. I really didn't realise it was this heavy. It is something that I didn't use a lot because of its not a no-till. Obviously, we've got a cultivator in the middle of it. So it is now a no-till, legitimately. We're going to scrape, and there we are. Yeah, I didn't realise as well that you've not got that much freedom with a 2-point. It's sort of a little bit limited on what you can, how you can bend with it. And then of course I've got the front box on the front. It's also like reducing my movement. And this is quite a wide space. I mean, obviously the slower you go, the quicker you turn, but yeah, I suppose a lot of it is, as I've just said, I've not had this that much, and even though it's like the one that I've taken under my wing is like something that I'd really like to have, it's still, why are we not getting the fertiliser? Fantastic, let's grab that front box and we will go and assist. We're going to like change a couple of those grass fields, I think, into corn. Still keep some grass because obviously we are, actually I don't know that we are. I think we're buying TMR in, so really do we stop? I think we stop, yeah. I don't like the idea of doing this in the rain. Ooh. My bad. Yeah, I think we're just going to... Now, this one makes sense to keep this a grass field. I don't think we ever cut it, but I think we're going to have to now. So this one's a keep. With this one really makes sense for this also to be one that we cut because it's an adjoining field. If we did crops on this, it would be terrible. Now the one here, don't know how we'd get to the one at the bottom if we... Yeah, the one at the bottom makes perfect sense that is, we can convert that to corn. But I'm not sure how... Yeah, I think there's going to be more grass than you think. No. Let's change my angle. It is one of the better ones for an English map, this, because of its thinness, but obviously its longness is something that it's not about the things, the machine either. It's more about me not having enough experience with it. It's wide things at the back. They're a bit of a pain. Yeah, I'm thinking of this. I don't know that we can get to this field. So this one could be done, I think. I don't think this can be got any other way than like this. Ah, it can. It can be got there. Yeah, and we can get to this one through here, so that's good. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to call it now, yeah, because this has been a bit of a nightmare. Let's just finish that field, and we've got 2 or 3 fields to do next session, I think, because this has been a bit of a monster. Let's just tidy this up. Yeah, there's quite a few bits. It reminds me of JM Gaming's maps where you've got to like do a lot of smoothing to actually make the fields work. There's an awful lot of places that are like not quite taking because the ground is a bit uneven. Oh, and we can't get there, of course, because it is the edge of the map. Right, okay, let's have a go. Right, let's have a look. I think we're nearly there. So we're back up again. To be honest, I think I'm happy with what we've got. We have got a lot of fields, truthfully. It's not the end of the world, even with what we got before we bought those fields. So we've lost field 9, we've gained field 6. Admittedly, it's not as big, but I still think we've got enough fields, so... The annoying thing is that obviously we've paid for the data, but it is what it is. I'm not sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to go mad on what we've done, or whether we're going to do... We shall have a look. We shall have a look next session. We also, I know we haven't fed the animals. It is only 9:10 in the morning. We will feed them. I did plan on doing all of that and leaving the workers to it, but that soon went out the window. Still think we've done very well though, all things considered. Nearly there. Yeah, so I'm really a bit unsure as to like what's going off, if I'm honest, with the game. Louisiana's a massive shock to me. I really have no idea what was going on there, because yeah, it really did panic me. I thought, oh, I need to go on Frankenmuth to see if the luxury desserts is working, and it was. So I am very unsure as to what. I think this is a beautiful design, the way that this unfolds like this. Right, so this is our way into our field. Yeah, now this is, obviously we did find the other way in, because this is a bit tricky. That's right, the manure. And there is also this way here that someone has made also. So yeah, I didn't really need to do that, but so we're going to leave this. How many? We've got 2 fields of sugar beets. Why has that got weird? Is that these things? Maybe. So I think we'll do... You've got 2 large fields, 1 large field of corn. I think we're going to do those 2 there. These all need to be adjoining fields, because we need to... there's a way in there. So we could do... 7's the one that... but no, but there's that way there. 7 not necessarily. I think 10 we will, because that's the field where we actually travel down to it. So those, I think, are going to be grass. It makes sense that is grass in a way, but this has got a gate here that leads to these 2, so we could actually create those ones as well as this. So we could have this clump here as not, and this clump here as grass still. Obviously field 2's gone for the cows, so... Was that ours? Because that was where the milk was, wasn't it? The dairy that we've... Obviously we also need to do the dairy too, but I'm going to leave that for now, and we're all wasting time with the leasing of our machine, so I'm going to like sling my hook. Hopefully you join me next session. That's one thing I'd like to do. Just like to get that manure out at the top. Yeah, I'm glad that we've... I think I put... Yeah, I did. I went straight from this last session, and I did the manure. So the manure will now go into all of the production silos. Yeah, it is amazing that I keep thinking I've done everything, and then like... And then I find something else that I've not done. Yeah, it's weird. Wool was the other thing that caught me out. I thought, oh, I've done everything. But that's wool now, manure. So we did do 2 fields. That's not bad, really, in a session. Fantastic. Excellent. Right, so that's where I'm going to leave it. I would imagine our animals are not too bad. Well, I suppose we could actually do that now, really. It would be probably not a bad thing. Yeah, these don't half go down. That's because there's not an awful lot of space. Let's get the animals done. The next session we can get cracking, because it is absolutely belting it down. So it does make sense, really, that we would feed the animals now. We've got this bit of a lull in the weather. Does it look like later on it's going to tidy up, get a bit nicer? Yeah, I had no idea that that was the manure spot, or I might not have put either of these in this corner. So we're going to have to really look after this quite a lot. We've gone the complete wrong way round. Yeah, I really do think the Pilates is not a bad. I mean, there's an awful lot of the arm team have been busy. I've got my baler, square baler that I love for 12,000. I really do love that, but I'm still not sure because obviously square balers are not as. Yeah, round balers seem to have the advantage. Although of course G866 mods and someone else has also done the pro baler too. So. Yeah, I have yet to use that. So, but I'm not sure about the square baler by the arm team, whether it's just, you know, whether it is like bigger or what, or whether it says 4 tons, but I suspect it's not 4 tons. No, it's down there, hiding. Let's get this done. Let's have a look how much we need to do. Wrong one. A couple, I would say. I think the others need another one. So yeah, they do. Wow. Okay, let's go to the top then. Let's go do another one of there. This is a real, absolutely hammering it down, mate. I'm glad we stopped. See, this is too much. Let's just have a look at the animals while we're actually doing this. So these are, wow, these are nearly ready to give birth. That's amazing. And puberty 55%, 10-month-old. Wow, I mean, we have gone through some time, really. But, I mean, we did work. I've got to be honest. I thought it was never going to end. Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked that hard on a Let's Play for the first session. The first session went on and on and on and on and on. It literally did. I mean, the barley, though, really did set us up, so I'm not complaining. Just saying. Let's have a look down the bottom. Proper look. So that's full at the top and that's full down here. Let's just top this up so it does itself, unloading the larky. $156. So we can have the births, and then we can literally, the whole herd can have more births, which is brilliant. Bionic Dairy. We did place it, didn't we? That was here. I need to place it again. I've swapped models, but I will figure this one out. If it's still in my placeables, I'll stick this in. I don't think we've got a lot in, but we'll fix it next session. I didn't see that until it was too late. And then we'll get Field 3 done, and Field 6 and Field 8, I think. And then all the rest, those 4 there, they're all going to stay grass. And we will have all of this lot. So we're going to do, I think, 1 more sugar beet, 2 more corn. Yes, we've missed the... is there? You know, I think the whiskey. Yeah, I think we're gonna go mad on the whiskey and the sugar beets. Yeah, and then we may, if we go really mad this year, we may not have to do sugar beet next year. We might be able to do something else. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So all that remains to be said, we've got that weird fill plane, haven't we? Yeah, the water that's like doing strange things. Yes, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this very interesting map. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.